Hello, I'm here with Cathy Lucas from Ocean and Earth Sciences to talk about how student voice continues to make a positive impact on the lives of students from the University of Southampton. What changes have been implemented that have positively impact students in the last academic year?
So one of the areas that we've been focusing on is better lines of communication. I co-chair the Staff Student Liaison Committee with the student president in Ocean Earth Science, and a couple of times students have raised the issue of communication that isn't as good as it ought to be. One example is we have a joint programme with biological sciences, so we have a biology and marine biology degree, and the students raised the fact that they thought that the communication between the two departments wasn't always that good, and so there was a bit of confusion. And so we have a new joint appointment, member of academic staff who is with biological sciences and ocean earth sciences, and that has helped. Certainly in the last Staff Student Liaison Committee that I chaired, we noticed that there was much more satisfaction.
What changes from the student voice are you most proud of?
So I think one of the biggest impacts we've had in the last, 12 months is having a student hub down at the National Oceanography Centre. So students who are doing our Earth and Ocean degrees are primarily based down at the waterfront campus. And so last year we trialled having a student hub 1 day a week at the Oceanography Centre, but together with the last year's student president, we really promoted it to students and encouraged them to use it as a resource. And that has happened, and we now have a permanent presence, like 1 day a week at the Oceanography Centre, which is, I think, fantastic in terms of student support. Mm-hmm. You know, I know that there can be a disconnect, and if a student is under some sort of stress and things like that and wants some support, I know that they can get access to information online. But sometimes it's just really good to have a person that you can talk to who can point you in the right direction. So I think it's fantastic and something that we've been pushing for quite a while.
Are there any changes that have just happened or about to happen that you're particularly excited about?
One of the things we're really focusing on at the moment is student voice. In particular, having student input when we are proposing to make changes to our degree programmes, to our modules. And I think that's really important. For example, we are looking to restructure our Earth Science programme. It's a very competitive market, and we want to make sure that students are wanting to come because they know that they're going to get a modern and relevant degree. And we're using our current students to help us inform what that should look like. You know, they're the ones who have chosen to come here, and we sort of ask why they've chosen Southampton, and so we're using the students to help us inform what they would like to see. So that's one example, and then another one is we introduced a new cross-school module last year, and we used student voice to kind of like help us to refine it, to tweak it. So we definitely have listened to students, and the feedback we got this year, so it's a semester one module, the feedback we got this year was really positive.
Is there anything that will be implemented for the upcoming assessments and exams session?
We're constantly looking at our assessment, sort of like portfolio, trying to make sure that the students are being assessed in a variety of ways, and that their key skills are being assessed, that, as I say, it also helps them for life after graduation. Communicating with the advancing assessment programme that the university is running, so that I know that they are asking what type of assessments we have, and they're going to use that sort of information to look at best practice. And we're also very conscious about feedback and useful feedback that students can use in order to improve themselves moving forward.
Yeah. It sounds like the student voice has had a real positive impact on the lives of students at the University of Southampton. For your chance to use your voice to make a change, be sure to engage with opportunities like the National Student Survey and Student Staff Liaison Committees. Thank you.